Welcome back. Police are investigating a shooting that took place last night in Montel Heights that caused the death of a 45-year-old man. Police were notified of gunshots near Akel Close shortly after 9 p.m. When they arrived, they found the victim unresponsive in a white Japanese car, suffering from gunshot wounds to his upper body. Inspector Jared Culmer shared more details.
Shortly after 9 p.m., police were notified by unknown caller about multiple gunshots being dispersed in the Akel Close in the area of Montel Heights. Upon officers' arrival on scene, they met a male in his late 40s, apparently be suffering from gunshot wounds about the body, laying next to a white Japanese vehicle. EMS were called to the scene and responded. However, no signs of life were noticed, and he was pronounced deceased on scene. He is not being monitored at the EMD at this time, as not known to police at this time.
Initial reports reveal that a lone gunman dressed in dark clothing approached and shot the victim several times before he fled on foot. Police say the victim was not a resident of the area and that it is too early to say if the shooting is gang-related. This is the first murder since the double homicide of 2 teenage boys that took place on Faith Avenue North on February 26th. Also from the crime beat, police on Grand Bahama are investigating the death of a 27-year-old American female from Florida. Reports say around 5:50 p.m. on Monday, they were told that a woman was found unresponsive in her cabin on board a cruise liner en route to the Bahamas. During their initial investigations, officers confiscated a quantity of suspected cocaine from the cabin and arrested a 32-year-old American male, also from Florida. The Ministry of Education, Technical and Vocational Training held an award ceremony on Monday for students that have excelled in BJC and BGC national examinations. The Minister of Education, Gladys Hannah Martin, spoke highly of the dedicated students, noting that both teachers and parents must make strategic efforts to continue this level of achievements.
Today we are celebrating the achievements in the national exams. And this is something that the nation watches very closely every year. And it's always the subject of some observation and commentary and criticism maybe on occasion. And so, you know, who we are celebrating today are those students who have really risen to the top. But I think what we are learning is that we have to now begin very strategic efforts to enhance performance in these national examinations across the board.
Minister Hannah Martin also speaks about a project the Ministry of Education launched to allow good and clear communication between parents and the ministry.
On the issue of parents, we know, and the research has shown this, even though we knew it, we did research, and we see that parental support is one of the most critical components for student attainment. And the ministry has just launched a parent unit, which will allow a stream of communication between parents and the ministry, and also a portal that allows parents at a particular time to view the performance of their child in school, the attendance, GPA, and to be able to work with their child in developing a stronger presence in the school reality.
Hannah Martin closed by saying parents and guardians should not only focus on academic improvements, but ensure your children build character and have strong ethical values as well. And finally, the University of the Bahamas is honoring 125 faculty and staff this year, employees who have served diligently from 5 to 40 years. The university held its annual employees recognition ceremony on Friday, which was one of its 50th anniversary events. It was an occasion to praise the hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance of the people who are serving the noble mission of supporting and driving national development. Faculty and staff across a broad number of roles at the university's Oaksfield campus and UB North in Grand Bahama were honored. That'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.